Kill me! Kill me, giving me that -1. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Ooh. Look at that. Alice and Kay allied with Quark. Good. Finally, Kay. So now Kay and Quark have 8. Alice has 3. Fine, Luna went and betrayed Dio, because obviously Dio betrayed them. So nobody lost any points, nobody gained any points, he's still at 6. Sigma and Clover, us. We picked Ally against Clover's wishes. And Thamriyell picked Ally as well. Thank you, Thamriyell, appreciate it finally. So now Clover has 8, Thamriyell has 8, and we have 3.
Points have been assigned. Please check your...
I'm going to skip through the dialogue, that doesn't really matter. If it's dialogue we already heard all the time, then I'm not going to worry about it.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out. Thanks.
I could say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. Felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said. Oh well, whatever.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off. Across the room, Dio and Fi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Ah, don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still choose Ally. Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
The AMBIDEX gates have closed. Round 3 of the AMBIDEX game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates.
I wonder if there's a meaning behind the star, sun, and moon gates of the AMBIDEX doors.
There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The AMBIDEX gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all of our colors and groups are, this time. For the moment, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Huh. Looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair, and Fi is a magenta pair, but Thamriyell is a yellow pair.
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. Kay's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Ah, yes. Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah, they're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You You should have seen him. You should have seen him too, Fi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right?
Yeah. So lay it on us. How the group is going to shake out this time? Fi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Thamriyell Yellow and me Blue would form one group. Fi Magenta and Dio Green would form another group. Clover Cyan and K Red would form the third.
Huh? Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah. There's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
So there'll be Yellow, Magenta, and Cyan, right?
Right.
Alright, what now? We've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
Yeah, about an hour it looks like.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
Clover gave her a shrug, and the two of them headed out through the Cyan door. I wonder what's gonna happen this time around.
Do I really need to say it?
The infirmary, right? You're going to go check on Quark.
Yeah.
He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. I left only 3 of us, DUK and myself. What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
All right, of course. My bad. Well, I'm out. Later.
With a lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off toward the magenta door. It took me a moment to realize Kay was following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate Floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay, okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
Their conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. Well, they can do those things if they wanna. What are you gonna do? Alright. What should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
Of course. I need to get the rest of that story out of Thamriyell. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at the dead run down the hallway toward the infirmary. Huh? There's nobody here. The room was completely empty. I edged towards and peeked around the partition. There he was. Thamriyell. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture? Must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket. What was that? It was a photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all this stuff we had with us when Grab was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
I wanted to hear the rest.
The rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about that simulated man mission to Mars. We heard the recording about it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be.
Bullshit!
Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, pal, but you're not getting away with it this time. You remember something, alright? You remember so much you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all.
You really sure you want to know?
Huh?
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you? You sure you want that?
Hey, come on, you don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Well, of course. Never got the chance to say I am. Before I could, Fi exploded into the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Good. There you are.
Did something happen?
Alice is...
Oh no.
Look, just come with me, alright? She's in the number 2 cabin.
Without waiting for a response, Fi spun around and ran back out into the room. Timioji and I exchanged a quick, confused look, then leapt up to look after her. And took off after her, sorry. Not look after her, sorry. Not sure what's going on with me right now. Yep. Wait a minute. That's a scalpel in her chest right now. Alice? First thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. And I know it looks really bad. It looks really morbid of me just saying, ooh, yeah, Alice dead now. Okay. But we've seen Alice dead already a couple of times, so at this point, strangely doesn't faze me anymore. We expect it to happen at this point. So strangely doesn't faze me. Scalpel is different though. Felt as if I walked straight into a brick wall. Stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? Forced one shaking foot forward, then next. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered on my chest. This time we see a lot of signs of struggle, especially on her arms and everything. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last I pressed my finger to her neck. Those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Literally, she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somewhat inhuman. No. No, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest. Judging by the position of the handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. Felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest. My stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. Stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists. Took a deep breath. All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Game's participants, except of course for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it hadn't been one of them, though there was no way they would answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? Looks that traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clore was the first to speak.
Who did this? Say something! Answer me! Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed. Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me! She...
Hey, Clover, don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves!
Ooh, unless she was also affected by Radical-6 and she took her own life. Could have been.
Oh, I see. I see. I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer. It was 6! No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend, or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards! You're all going to die just like she did!
Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7,
Clover!
6, 5, 4,
Clover!
3, 2, 1!
Those infected by Radical-6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hands around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me check the flow of everything here real quick. Give me a sec. Flow of this here. Okay, flow of this. Yes, flow of this. In this particular area, we learned about the journal. We learned about the journal, that was written in Latin about Radical-6 and how it could kill people, which we didn't learn about in other routes, and now we're remembering this. Oh shit! Looks like this is actually a good route. She took her own life.
What? No.
And we even got an achievement. I can't believe it's some murder.
No. There's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with a scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
so she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
Sorry, I was in the middle of yelling there.
You're lying! This is all a lie! It has to be!
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She's probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical-6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself! Just tell me the truth!
I am.
Then prove it! Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago, so if you don't have any proof...
I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
Her hand barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. Journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. We used the I feel like we used the morphogenetic fields to access this particular memory. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin. But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened. She did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion. This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this game to finally start accessing the morphogenetic fields in order for us to start, like, you know, progressing the story further. This is what I needed. This was what I wanted here.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew.
You just knew? Come on.
Look, just read, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the content of the journal. Radical-6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical-6 infection is the overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with corpses of people who took their own lives. The unaffected have only barely managed to survive and have been sent into the underground shelters supervised by the government.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Fi shut the journal with a soft slap. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Timioji, now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated. She collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs. I feel bad for the girl, I really do. I really, really do.
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Fi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As she spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it in his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go. Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please. You're right.
His music is really good, by the way.
Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you.
By the way, did the route expand a little bit more? Oh, no, it's on here in this particular thing. Oh, lock number 2. Ooh. Oh yeah, there should be lock number 2 because this is lock number 3 here. So this unlocks the lock number 2. I wonder how it's gonna end though, however. Let's see, I guess.
I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
Alright, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Alright. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your pair or partner, right?
Yeah, can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we end up stuck in the AB room.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
I wonder if that door is this pathway that we took, is it the unlocking for the second key?
Quark!
Hey Quark, how's it going, buddy? I still need to figure out where this goes. Is this lock number 2? Lock number 1. No, this means the story is going to advance here further because this is lock number 2, right? Means it's unlocking further so we'll be able to continue forward, right? Or is this just a lock to one of these to match them? Lock number 3, lock number 2. I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see for now.
You're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Oh god. Quark.
Tamioji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke in the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Tamioji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing.
Damn.
Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Tamioji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief. I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All trace of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tamioji deserves a few minutes. I left him alone. At last, Tamioji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
He's not gonna tell him, is he?
I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay?
He's not.
So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kinda silly.
I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Tamioji didn't want Quark to know about Radical-6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry, come on! How do we get to the Floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me. Guess let's go ahead and head out. Not sure how long this particular route is, or does it expand? I need to know if it expands or not. That's what I'm interested in. I need to see if this like opens up, or is this a key to continue forward? I really don't know, but I need to know. I need to know, does this expand, or does this just like, is this just a fragment to unlock further routes? I needs to knows. I needs to knows. Real badlies. I needs to knows. Must be a lock to unlock a particular lock, right? I would think. Maybe. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I need to figure this out though. I need to know. I needs to knows if this is a continuation of the same thing, or is this a way to unlock something? Really interesting music is playing, by the way. I like it. I like it a lot.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. Where the hell have you been?
Okay, time to see. Doesn't say still. Still doesn't say.
Quark?
You're awake!
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentary raised eyebrows and some nervous coughs as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there
isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes on which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round. I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I guess.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Kay and Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
The door on the right.
Any objections? All right, let's move.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hurry it up, Vi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
It's time we were going as well.
Right. Sure.
Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Okay. This must be expanding on it further, right? I don't know what's gonna happen or how long it's gonna take us, but it looks like there's gonna be a route end here somewhere. Director's office. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So it might be Zero Jr.'s office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, Zero Senior, sorry. Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. So it looks like there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. I guess there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. I need to know how in the flowchart. Flowchart. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, this expands even further. I did not think it would expand so much. And apparently that was a lock to be unlocked. Interesting. Interesting. How can 5K be saved? I don't know how 5K be saved just yet. 5 minutes of life. We still don't have a lock for that just yet. I guess we need to find out some sort of medicine in the other routes and stuff to figure out exactly 100% what's going on here. This is cool, yo. This is actually really cool. For now, however, I will take a little break here. And I'm gonna go ahead and stay on to data 13. I'm gonna take a little break here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe, as always, good day. Like, subscribe, as always, have a good day. And I'll see you all next episode of Virtue's Last Reward as we discover what's inside the director's office. Anyway, see ya.